Where is it? I don't want to hear this song. I want to hear this album because it's my favorite. Okay, ready, set? Hello! Salutations, greetings! Welcome to my tiny tube. My name's Marge. I'm Hayoka Empath. I just like having these little talks, these little conversation. Feel free to engage on how I feel about things. You can let me know how you're feeling about things where you are. World's kind of going crazy. You gotta, keep it light. Last couple days I've had a hard day. I was feeling run down and lethargic, and I just, quite frankly, didn't want to do nothing, so I didn't. But I did make beef stroganoff yesterday. It's pretty good. Mom ate 3 bowls. I was like, yeah! Ma? Yeah? So, we're supposed to get our second snow. We got our first one way back in October 13th, but ain't nothing since. Hardly any cloudy days since then. In northern New Mexico, Taos. And it's cloudy today. I woke up, it was cloudy. It's been cloudy. It's cold, wind, blistery. I don't like that real feel thing. You only got one temperature. They just keep pulling freaking nonsense out of their hat. So it's supposed to snow tonight. It was supposed to snow this morning. It's snowing on the mountains now for all those freaking skiers that don't have anything better to do but just go up and down a hill. See, I've sampled all these things, in life to see if they were in life, and some things are, I've kept with me, but most stuff it's like I don't got time for stuff like that. Benny, get over here and lay down. Come on. You just went out. You just did. Everybody has their cycles, their patterns, and I start doing a talk, and Benny decides he's gonna freaking want to go outside, even though he just did. Just disruptive. Benny, you big galoot. He's a good boy, though, so. Anyway, I'd rather him anyway. Okay, so what did I do today? Today I got detox number 2. I did one of those foot detox things. Met a nice lady here in town. She ran into me holding her sign. Ran into me walking in the town square. She's like, I've been looking for you, and lo and behold, she works in energy and frequency and things like that. And so this is the second time I went over there, and this is a before and after. Let's see here. That's the water before, then there's a little machine over here. And then they stick the little... Oh, that's a pretty picture I got today. And that's after about 15 minutes. It's sludge. See, we're just an ecosystem, man. Only we're an ecosystem with the calibrated electrical system, too. So science has already merged with nature. So what these freaking weirdos are trying to do with technology... I know people are gonna eat it. It's just they're gonna freaking eat it up, All you gotta do is put this chip in your brain and you can walk again. I don't think I'd do it if that were me. Hard to tell. Who knows? You can't really say about stuff like that unless you experience it. So you you put your feet in this, and then the sonar thing, it just draws all the toxins out of your feet. This is the second time, and I think I'm gonna buy a Windows machine because some of them are as cheap as $300 and stuff right now. Because I don't want to freaking do the whole boot camp bullshit with my Mac, and the program doesn't take it, and I want to get the full license version because a lady she knows got the full version. And then it even saturate. You can even set your intentions on water, like what the bleep we know, you can create frequency and put it into the water. And then when you drink the water, it can heal you. Yeah. I could do that with my butter, my can of butter and oils and things like that, and then I can not only just that, but you could specify it to for pain, but you can also like back pain, and you don't even put it on your ears, you put it on your body. You put the frequencies on your body using headphones. Now there's a need to create just like a microphone bar so you can lay it on your body without impedance. So now there's a need, because we're going back to freaking holistic ways and natural medicines and things like that, because the Hippocratic Oath fell short. And a lot of people went for money and greed, got carried away. So a lot of people, if people don't have faith in medicine, I understand the need for modern day medicine. I've known a couple, I get it, okay, when you need it. But then you have the percentage of the population of people that, you're just fat and all the freaking stuff that comes with that. So if you go to the doctor's going to find stuff wrong with you, because that's what doctors do. I know people that are like not much older than me, already on their, second knee replacements, stuff like that. It's just all this, most health issues can be solved with preventive maintenance. Yeah. It takes a lot of discipline, and people, as we know in the world today, does not have a whole lot. People don't have, that's the thing. Our spirit goes on and on, is for on and infinite, okay? Well, with that spirit, so can the ego. The ego can go on and on. Look how many weird people on the planet right now got it stuck in their brain from a show they watched when the kid, and or a movie they watched it when they were a kid, and now they all want to take over the world. It's just silly. It's just silly, the stuff people buy into. So I got a couple screenshots today. So this is my second one. I got a couple more. I already feel the benefits. See, and then I got a little freaking jolt, little frequency of fear in me today. Because everybody talks to me. They all know they gave me 6 anthrax vaccine. I was talking to a man at the coffee shop yesterday or day before. Yesterday, I just stopped in real quick to say hi to Augie. And, Augustine, my friend, and because I hadn't seen him in some time, and the guy goes, because they're starting to hear they're just saying the numbers are going up. I'm like, but that's the thing. Think about it. All you got to do is write stuff down on a piece of paper, give it to your editor, and they print it. It doesn't mean that what they wrote on that piece of paper that goes in the newspaper is true. There's nothing anywhere that says anything that goes into any newspaper is true. There's no written law. There's no agreement. It's, and he's like, okay, so what's the motivation of that? Well, if you got a bunch of old people with their health is questionable anyway, they read that, that's going to put their body in a freaking, in a fearful state. Oh no, it could happen. And when people get fearful, it brings your immune system down substantially, brings in the sickness more, opportunity for sickness. It also makes people malleable, like putty. They'll just do it. When the culprit, the scoundrel, I've seen a lot of them. That's the thing. Is you have people that get in your face. That's what they do. When I was in basic training, that's what they do. They try and intimidate you by screaming and yelling at you and getting in your face. But some of us have been dealing with this stuff since we were little itty bitty kids. So it's nothing to us, right? You yell back at these people, they're cowards, dude. They're cowards. So, but still, they know the trick. If you yell and get all crazy and people don't, the stuff that the human race is getting away with right now. I saw a twatter the other day. Some priest was holding a little baby. It was so weird. It was surreal. I watched it like 4 times. Because anybody can have kids, man. any freaking dipshits with fucking $1,200 fucking leather shoes, you know, like the dad in this scenario. So like this baby was being baptized, right? You could see the wickedness in that priest. You could see the wicked in that man. And the baby was crying because the baby just came from source. They're the fine-tuned instrument more than us because it hasn't bought into all the bullshit the society's told it yet. It's still pure. So the baby picks up on this priest's evilness, and the freaking priest like smacks it in the head. Little baby, like hard. And was like, oh, it was weird. And the parents, the mom's like halfway holding, like trying to get the, like, give me my child. The dad's just, duh. He's a priest. He can do whatever he wants because that's what we're trained to believe. Duh. And then finally, people like seriously had to step in and take this freaking child from that priest's hand. Creepy, dude. Creepy. You know, the things that people will allow. I come from that too, but my parents can reconcile that stuff, you know. I don't know where they were when that stuff happened to me, but they can just, it's between them and their maker. Anyway, so I did get a couple screenshots of weird stuff that's going on in the world today. So yeah, I'm super excited, but they don't like, the program doesn't like Apple. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go to Wally World or something. God, accessibility. I miss accessibility. I'll go see if I can get a cheapo Windows, you know, like $300, something like that, and then get that, and then she'll teach me, and then I can help other people heal more through that. It's just more means, man. The doors are opening, the channels are opening. Then she's like, "Have you been to the co-op yet?" And I haven't, but that I'm like, when I gotta go, I see it, I put things in my radar, and then it's just like, oh, time to do it, and then I do it. So she's been around the community for quite a while, and she knows a lot more like-minded people than me, and I've been asking for teachers, so I'm just super excited that Universe has answered that call, you know, and cause see, and I've been explaining to her, like with my can of my medicine, my cookies, my good karma cookies. Oh, the guy at the coffee shop, I was going to finish that. He's like, well, what? Cause he kept asking, what's their motivation? And I kept answering what their motivation was. And he was like, huh, I don't care if people like me, Mom. It'd be nice, you know, if I was warmly received. That's not always the case. You know, people don't like people that wear bright orange hats and pants and stuff like that. So he was like, okay, and he's like, so when they say the numbers are going up, why are they doing that? I said they want to scare, and then plus they want everyone to go out and get more. And he's like, okay, now with the vaccine, what's the motivation with the vaccine? I said, there's so many heavy metals and crap in them that and not to mention all the other stuff that people talk about all the time, but just the stuff that keeps your body just heavy metals, it literally weighs you down. It weighs you down, and people, it just, makes you feel bad, you know, and as years go on, what we're going to see and what we have seen based on history is like, you know, people with tremors, ALS, all these freaking energetic related issues. To me, it's all the same. People just put different names on them, right? So Stanley, you inhibit people that already don't have a spiritual discipline or a practice of any kind, that just are completely running their own show. You short out their system. They don't hold their shit, you know. They don't have emotional control. So we see more in the media, you know, people taking out their whole families, you know, death, destruction all over the place, because people, they have that in them. Then everybody has it that says, don't do what you're going to do. I know I have it in me. And how many times have I done something or I said, fuck it to that voice and said it anyway, you know, and learn my lessons in my life through and through. Ego, self-will, run riot, all that. So, this woman, and when I went in today, she's like, I thought about you because I was listening to something and this other man was talking about how he got anthrax vaccines and now how he has ALS. And I said, I've been aware of this for several years, and that is why I meditate about an hour every day. I don't eat a bunch of crap. I don't drink alcohol, even though I really want to sometimes. Play the tape through, don't do it, you know. I believe in God, good orderly direction, higher power, source, creator, doing the right thing, taking care of community, all that stuff, right? And also when I drink alcohol, it brings out that ego in me, and I don't give a fuck about nobody or nothing. It's an ugly side, and I don't like Cocktail Marge anymore is what they used to call me. Cocktail Marge is out. Yeah, it's not so funny. Anyway, so it was kind of cool connecting with that guy. You know, that's the thing is so many people benefit from being a part of the system that they're not going to freaking argue about. They're not going to say, hey, there aren't a lot of people like me. I only did 6 years in the Air Force because when I went in because I needed to be a part of something with standards and policies and regulations, and it was all the Swing and Wiener Club. It didn't matter about what the rules or regulations was. It was about the size of the ego, who's in charge, and which way his dick lay that day. And, you know, it's vulgar and it's gross, but that's the reality of the industrial military complex. You know, but when you have people that did 20, 25, you know, all these years and years, you know, you benefit from being part of the system. So there's all these Maurice Minifields. I've wrapped up watching Northern Exposure last night. I was kind of disappointed in the ending. Anyway. Oh, well, they can't all be 6 feet under endings. I was like, that's one thing I've gotten out of different TV shows and stuff like that is it's weird how you meet people like characters in TV, because the way I see it, that's how collective consciousness works. You meet people, you know, and then, you know, how many characters are based off people in real life and all that stuff, right? So it's just an ongoing cycle. So I just there's so many more. You can see him walking down the street. You're Maurice Minifield, you know. That show was on 30 years ago, and he's the kind of guy. He's like he's a dime a dozen. No, he was a retired Marine, whatever. He was a flyboy, whatever. You know, they make more money than God, man. They don't have to pay taxes on all their stuff. All they got to do is like make rank in the desert. Then you get all your bonuses. Everything's tax free. It's just dude, the military is the biggest resource hog in the fucking world, dude. It's the biggest waste, because security, you ain't gonna get it from having a gun. You ain't gonna get security because you got a gun. You're always gonna be afraid that you're gonna have to use it, and like attracts like. Or you're going to be at the other vibration, be really excited, maybe hope you get to use it one day, and that's fucking weird oven by itself too. But as you can see in the media, you know, people are void of spirit. They are not listening to those voices. So look at all the teenage experimental killings. Like all these groups of kids that are freaking singling out one kid and then freaking ending his or her, like, you know. Weird, dude. Weird. Where are all the parents? Where are the parents? You know? So that's the thing. People have free. I wonder what I would have turned out if I were to succumb to my ego and did all the things that my parents told me to do. I was never easily programmable. I was always defiant. I always want to know why you want me to do that. How come they're not doing that? That's not fair. All that stuff. When I went in the Air Force, went in and talked to the recruiter. I was 26. I was old, and I was like, dude, there's nothing you can't. Because I know it's like common knowledge. You go to, they give you, feed you, they tell you whatever you want to hear, so that you, well, because you're just a body, you're just a number, and the recruiter's got to get numbers. So I'm like, dude, there ain't, this is my last ditch effort. You can save all that spiel, stuff like that. And he's like, all right. Dude told me, he's like, don't judge the Air Force by basic training. That's not the real Air Force, right? Or no, somebody, maybe it wasn't him, but this was actually somebody that had been in for several years told me this. And then they're like, okay, and when you get to tech school, don't judge tech school or the Air Force by tech school, because that ain't the real Air Force. Even though it's all the real Air Force. It's all air farce. It's all bullshit. I remember sitting there when we were getting our dress blues. It was like an all-day event. It was like 6 hours in this. It was forever. And all these girls were like, 100 and whatever girls all waiting to be measured and stuff like that. I'm like, this is so they can all sell their materials. I wore my dress blues like twice. Once was to a funeral, But you get like 2 full. It's just silly. It's just and there's and I never thought it was fair because I'm like, so I get all this stuff, but there's the cracks of society are getting wider, and it's like, oh, it's a club. It's all a club. Everything's a club. And then when I got to my orders to Offutt Air Force Base, Bellevue, Nebraska. Stratcom, at the time it was a more high profile base, but no, there are no bases or they're all freaking beaten down. They keep building new. It's been like that forever. It's like where the enlisted, where the workers live, it's always shit. It's always run down, freaking crappy environment situation, just bad buildings, they maintenance, upkeep, because federal employees don't ever really like to work and do much. I don't know if you noticed that. People in Congress, Senate and stuff, they work less than half a year. So, and then it was like, oh, well, you can't judge the Air Force by Offutt because that's not the real Air Force. I was just like, dude, none of it's real. None of it's real, man. None of it's real. Everything's a club. If somebody likes you, they're going to make you a part of their club, and they're going to make sure you're taken care of. And you can call that income, whatever, But that's what it comes down to. If somebody likes you, they're going to bring you on board, Or you can go ahead and try and make your own way and start out with your own ventures, but those ventures aren't going to be warmly received unless people like you, But it's a shift now. It was before. It was the customer. How did it shift? What am I trying to say here? Like, people would give you good work, quality work, for money, for equal pay, kinda, more so. But over this last year and a half and stuff, so many people got. I just read about a 26-year-old D-bag that fucking bought a 26 or how much was that house? Oh, did you guys anybody see this? This was yesterday, I think. The muskrat announces that he will begin implanting chips in human brains in 2022. All for their own good. I fucking hate that guy, dude. I hope he knows that there's at least one person on the planet that just really doesn't like him. Just really knows what an evil, gross, nasty. And now he has the same haircut as Gary Oldman on frickin' on Fifth Element. Yep. I just can't stand him. It's possible that multiple delays have been due to the strict measures imposed by the FDA. If they like you, they'll push it right through. But if they don't, no, stonewall. That's how things is, man. Policies, procedures, laws, rules, regulations, they're all to keep the little freaking compliant ones in their little places. Just so you just do what you're told. All the while you have this whole percentage of the population that just goes around freaking hunts kids in the fucking woods, all these, and now they're not, now I asked Universe if maybe they would start doing that just to see, just start living out loud for the nefarious dark lords that you serve. And they're doing it. And there goes their little freaking minions following them. Ooh, yay, Beyonce! Ooh, yay! And I could never stand that dude is a freaking, he's a different set of characteristics from the Maurice Minifield. And there's all kinds of them. You got the Chet, the dickhead brother in Weird Science, the Fleischmans, you have these people, and you just meet all these people that are just like all these other people that you've ever met, because they're all go by the same program, because they don't know how to connect to spirit. Let's hope more and more people do. Supposedly it's supposedly now is the time to be living on Earth. Supposedly, people have been waiting, spirits, souls have been waiting. I need to incarnate then. So we begged to be here. We wanted to be here for this. I think I was recruited, but or I was drafted. I was up there chilling in my freaking cosmos, in my own little galaxy, And they're like, Marge, you need to come into Earth. Now, it's going to be kind of a rough landing for you, and some really shitty thing is going to happen to you before you're a year old, and your hip's going to pop, and, the thing of it is when you are imprinted with energy fields, you learn to read energy, and I was imprinted before I was a year old, so I was reading energy before I could cognitively form words. Yeah, so there's pros and cons to all this stuff, right? Yeah. Anyway, how long have I been running my mouth? Too long, Ma? No. About 28 minutes. Elizabeth said hi, Mom. Elizabeth Savage said hi, Mom. Hi to your mom. Oh, hi, Jessica. One day I'm going to get to the post office too. See, I'm like, and I can't beat myself up, because that's what I used to do. I used to say, okay, I'm going to do this today. Then usually I do it. Actually, between yesterday and today, this is the most I'm like, I was going to pick up dog poop. Yes, and I was like, no, I'm going to pick it up today. And then I didn't do it. And then to this morning, I'm like, no, I'm going to do it today. So that's 2 days in a row. I totally flaked on myself. And it's supposed to snow tonight. Well, that's the thing, is I'll do it. Because it gets to a point that I just can't handle it. I gotta, I'm sloppy, but I'm not dirty. Huh?
I hope you have good shoes if you have to go out in the snow.
Oh, I don't think it's supposed to snow much more than an inch, Ma. Kind of a light dusting, I think. No, Mom, I layered. That's what, I did get some good takeaways from the Air Force. Come on, kitty. I layer, working in Omaha. I've been trying to learn how to survive comfortably with minimal stuff since I was a little kid. This is Skit. Hi, Skitty Kitty. Hi, Skitty Kitty. I'm a Skitty Kitty. Tell him my name. Call me Skit. Huh, that's you. Is this you? This is a cute cat. You want to go in the kitty bucket? He's looking up at the kitty bucket. Okay. They come in, a couple of them come in and sleep at night. They're the outside cats. Stanley doesn't mind, so we allow it. I wonder where he went. Anyway, that's Skit. I call him Skit for, he was 4 that was born to a little black cat. One of the other gray cat I've never seen. It came around and then it's been gone. So I don't know what happened to it. And there's coyotes, so I try not to think about it. It's he, and then maybe it's the other black one comes around. Maybe it one, but anyway. So he was always really they're all feral, so he's skittish. So short for skittish, and plus he's so sweet. He's like the gray skittle. So skit for skittle, and then there was a third one. He's very animated. He's very right. He's pretty cute. He's a pretty cute guy. So they all have their routine. See, he'll come in at about 5, and then he'll like kind of rest, recharge his batteries, and he'll want to go back out about 6:30 or so. And then, because Tango's outside still, and then Tango at 7:30, it's like almost like clockwork around 7:30 as I open the door. Tangy, and burp, burp. Okay, I'm ready to cuddle in. So, anyway, they had so much to life, man. And they had so much. You know, I didn't even gripe and yesterday I was like, I don't want to take 4 dogs out on the land. I was just being a little baby bitch yesterday. Today was a much better day. I was like, you got to just dial into freaking gratitude, man. Just, there's so many people that have it so much worse than I do. So much worse. So what else did I get? I got a really cool picture. I think it's an off spray. Check that. It's the one I got him fly. I got a couple of them actually. I got him the one flying that's on the thumbnail, and this is when he was on the perch, getting ready to fly. He was looking right at me. Hey, bud. Anyway, that was cool. And then this was him flying away. Yeah. Yep. And then I got a screen grab. That's what the thumbnail is. God, I freaking love birds, man. Love them. New York postal workers allegedly stole credit cards from mail and spent up to $750,000 on shit. 4 of them, I think. You know? See, instead of people growing in their spirit and like being of service to other people and taking care of, that is all ego. What people think they deserve. And the links that people go through to get the shit that they think they deserve. When that's all your ego. When really, nobody fucking deserves anything. You know it?
That's right.
There ain't really any room for deserve in this. I mean, you think people deserve to have a roof over their head. You think they would deserve to have clean water to drink and freaking meat that isn't like $20. Meat is not for poor people, folks. Nope. Meat is not for the poor. I'm so glad I got these 2 earth angels that contribute to my channel, and they have for about a year. Like tomorrow I've been here a year. So it's been over a year, and so everything I've been saving for me and Mom our forever home. And turnover's high, but people are greedy as hell in Taos. They're so fucking greedy. The shit they think their houses are worth here, it's freaking ridiculous. So that's karma that they'll have to freaking absolve up and by themselves. Or they can just keep paying mortgage on an empty house because nobody can freaking, But then again, you have the new rich crowd that'll just come and buy a house they'll use on weekends, a couple times a year. That's what a lot of people do around here. People have so much. You just have houses sitting empty all over the place while freaking people, it's just like, it's gross. And it's in every state. People set the prices of real estate. They could set them a lot lower, but what they think they fucking deserve. Going by the market. People could bring the market down by just charging less for their houses, but why would they do that? When money matters so much more than people. Right? Have a couple more incarnations of pain, strife, suffering. People shed those low vibrational frequencies of freaking withholding, selfishness, greed, all that stuff, right? Supposedly this is the best time of year to be on this planet, or the best time because I think as much as we had technologies and history that probably recorded and stuff, history has been freaking buried and uncovered and reinvented, and so that's the thing it's all what you're aligned with is what your true history is going to be, and then what your alignment is going to make a better earth. See, that's the thing. We're going to keep reincarnating. So whatever shit pile we leave, we're going to have to deal with down the road. Or sometimes you go forward, sometimes you go backwards. Time is pretty wild. I like time. All time, past, present, future, all happening at the same time, I think that's about all the screenshots I got. Oh, this was the other day. Despite the Pentagon's vaccine mandate, approximately 27,000 members of the Marine, Air Force, Space Force, and Navy are still considered unvaccinated. About 19,000 of the Army's soldiers have yet to start the protocol, with only a week left before the branch deadline. An Army official with knowledge of the matter emphasizes that records continue to be updated and that the commanders are engaging their soldiers regarding their vaccinations. I got 6 anthrax vaccines for no fucking reason. 6 in 3 months, 2 in each arm, 0.5 milliliters of formaldehyde in each. That's the shit that freaking tears down people's endocrine system. Fuck the military. Fuck all of them. Fuck all the politicians. Fuck them all. Fucking losers. Can't even change a fucking tire, dude. All you gotta do is freaking... Oh, God, they're so stupid, dude. People that are just so ingrained in this program, they're just so vacant, man. Try to have a conversation with them. I just asked them a lot of questions. They'd be like the little kid that keeps asking questions. You know that little kid? I used to be that little kid. And what I learned is, what I would do is I would turn around and I would I would do it to the little kid, and I would just keep asking him one question after another. And 9 times out of 10, didn't matter if a kid was a boy or girl, they'd answer my questions for a while, but then they'd be like, I'm going to go play. It's so funny. So, but any one of them, I would love any senator, any congressman, I would love to sit down and actually have a conversation with you and really find where you come from, because you are disconnected from your constituents. And it's weird, but it doesn't mean things can't change. Why don't you want to do mandates? Why don't you mandate people to have a physical fitness regimen if you're getting paid freaking $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9,000 a month from taxpayers' monies? Huh? Right? Because I learned in junior high the importance of fitness and diet. And they had on those cans of poor people food, the pyramid on the back with how much food people should eat and consume in a day to be like everybody else. And all that did was fucking help sell all the products and make people fat, because human beings don't need to consume as much as they do. But everybody feels so bad that if you eat this, it'll make you feel better because it tastes good. You know what else feels good? Well, you know what else makes you feel better? Meditation. Discipline. Yeah, you feel good being a disciplined human being. Feels good most of the time. Sometimes it sucks because you want to go off and play and do stuff. You got what you need to do. There's a balance for both. It can happen. Supposedly it's supposed to. Anyway. What else was I going to talk about? I didn't make notes today. And I took the cilantro, I got 4 drops of cilantro oil, and it didn't linger as long this time because last time I drank water and it's an oil based. It's oil based, so all that does, take her for a walk, Ma, is spread it around so it lingered for a long time. Here. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You gotta stand up though, because I gotta wrap this up. Got her? Yeah. There we go. There we go, Sass. Walk about, Sass. Walk around, Sass. Walk about. Yeah, let her go wherever. Don't let her go under the couch. Oh, that's why she's fussy, Mom. She came out of her harness. Let go. Let go. Oh, I hate when it does this, and I can't. Come here, girl. I've been taking it off at night, and she's been sleeping all the way. Well, she woke up last night a little bit. I think she wanted a little midnight snack, actually, because I got this chicken mix, and I mash up her food with this chicken mix, and then so when she gets up, I give her some of this chicken mix, and she just really freaking loves it.
It's good and she likes it.
Well, it just, yeah. She's an old girl. Sometimes she just needs a snack. You got it? You got her? Grab her. Do you want her or do you want the leash?
Oh, you want to go walk her?
What do you want to do? I thought that's what you were trying to do.
She wants to walk.
I'll be right there.
There
Here. Oh, baby girl. Oh, Sass. This is hard, Sass. There. Hang on. There you go. You got her, Mom? Got the leash? Oh, Sass is 19. Just a little bitty thing. Whew. I woke up last night. Was it last night? She was barking. She was on the couch still, thank God. But she was like, because she's been blind for 6-7 years. But she's still, I know that animals, beings are spatially aware. We just love them while we got them, man. Love them while we got them. So, God, I just appreciate the freaking universe, God, helping me take care of them all. I really do. So, tomorrow, I'll be back. I think I might try and do an early one. And, because it's 1 year anniversary of being in Taos, so I'll do a recap, and then we'll probably just move on for things. I usually just track things for like a year out, and then okay, let's look out forward now. What are we gonna do in our next chapter? Yeah. So, thanks for hanging out. I feel like there is more I was gonna say. I'm excited for. That's what I was telling Judy today. I said, I'm excited. I said for a long time, talking like 5 years, I've been trying to find like-minded people that want to do with the same heart space, the same heart space. Like I told her today, I said, I have a hard time with these practitioners that say, come on over, we'll heal ya. It'll just cost you a lot. And I'm just like, no, I'll be a healer for poor people, for the people that can't afford it, but you get to heal too. That's what I'm for. I'm spiritual triage for the people that want it but can't pay for it. But then once they start feeling better, then they can pay it forward, because that's how it works. Because once you start taking the pain away, that's what I told her today. I said, I feel like my body hurts so much some days that I just, you're mad because it hurts. And then you go out in the world and somebody comes at you with some bullshit and you already hurt. So you're like, fuck you, dude, with all this shit. And so people are responding like that, right? You take the pain away. You remove the pain, you help people get a good night's sleep, rest their body, your cells start to rejuvenate and they start to heal. You meditate, they start to heal more. You do this, you exercise, the benefits are more. Before you know it, you got so much energy, you don't know what to do with it. You don't even got to drink coffee anymore. You can think about how many people I see at the coffee shop. They go to the coffee shop every day, spend $5 on a cup of coffee. They go every day. There's so much other stuff that could go for, you know. So I told her I was excited. I said, because I just have been doing stuff I've been supposed to be doing. I mean, as much as I want to do it, you know, it's hard. It's not always fun. So I've been doing the next right thing for a long time and just focusing on living one day at a time, because I can't think too far out, because the idea of just having to, this is how it is forever, isn't fun to me. Because I've always been an adventuresome spirit living outwardly, and I just have to modify and learn how to live in both worlds.